Hi, this is an ExactTrades.com trade review for September 7th, 2011. Movers and Shakers is a free pre-market report where we send you out a minimum of 10 trade ideas every day before the market opens. You can sign up for this free report at our website, www.exacttrades.com. I'm going to walk you through a couple of the trades from this morning's report, as well as give you the overall results for the day and the combined results since we started this particular report. Right now you're looking at a screenshot from this morning's video. On every trade idea we give you a direction of the trade, whether long or short. We give you a symbol, a trigger point, which is the area or price which you enter the trade, and we give you targets as well. So this was a short trade on symbol NVDA. The trigger was to short a new low below the open with strong volume. First target is 1% from your entry. Second target is 2%, and then manage the rest with a trailing stop. For the purpose of these results, we factor in a 1% stop. Once your first target is hit, it switches to a 1% trailing stop. Let's take a look and see how this trade turned out. Here's a 1-minute chart on NVDA. You can see we opened on this bar right here. So we're waiting for a new low below this bar with strong volume. That triggered right here. After it bounced up, we look for it to hit a new low, which happened at 14.21, so that's the trigger point to enter your short position. 1% is about 14 cents, so we recommend taking half off at 1%, which is 14.07. Take another quarter off at our second target, which is 2%. Happened right here at 13.93, and then the 1% trailing stop triggered right here on this candle at 14.02. So this trade had an average exit of $14.02, which is a 19-cent average per share profit, or 1.3%. Now, not all the trades from these reports trigger. Let me show you an example of one that did not trigger and why it didn't. A lot of times these stocks will move in between the time we finish the report and the market open, and so if it gaps up or gaps down beyond the trigger point close to the first target, we recommend just passing on it since it takes a lot of the potential out of the trade. So these are examples of ones that don't trigger. This was a long trade on symbol MAKO where the trigger point was 38.23. Here's the targets of 38.60, 38.99, and 39.97 area. Let's take a look at an intraday chart on this. Here's that 3-minute chart on symbol MAKO, where you can see we opened here just under the 38.80 area. Well, the trigger price was 38.23. The first target was 38.60, so this even opened up beyond the first target. This is a perfect example of why we recommend passing on the trade. Based on our strategy, we have an idea of how much the stock will move, and when it gaps up this much, it just takes a lot of the potential out. You can see we had a little bounce at the open, but then it just sold off. If it opened down here, you see this move from pre-market. Our trigger point was right here at 38.23, so that would have been a nice move up, would have hit your first target. But this is a good example of why we recommend passing on trades that stocks gap up or gap down at or beyond your first target. Here's the overall results for today, September 7th, 2011. We gave 15 total trade ideas in this morning's report. 8 of them did not trigger. Again, those are stocks that gap up or gap down beyond our trigger point, or the price we were looking for to hit just didn't hit during the day. We did have 7 that triggered. 6 of them were winners, which averaged 1.05% profit on each of those trades. We had 1 loser, which was a 1% stop. Our overall win rate today was 85.71%. And based on a $20,000 position size, here's an idea of the profit for today, assuming you traded these ideas that are in the report. We had 6 winning trades that would have profited $210 each trade, which is $20,000 position times 1.05%. and one losing trade at $200. So the overall profit was $1,060. We started this report on July 15th, 2011. Since then, we've had 276 trades that have triggered. 220 of them have been winners, 56 losers, for an average win rate of 79.71%. So sign up for this free report at our website, www.exacttrades.com. We'll email it out to you every morning before the market opens. We'll give you a minimum of 10 trade ideas every day. We also offer professional one-on-one coaching where we teach you these profitable strategies that we've developed and trade ourselves every day. And while you're at our website, check out our full library of products and services.